I think it boils down to, are we defining the most valuable rookie, or are we trying to find the most impressive rookie season? And I think a lot goes into that, like the load that you carry, the type of historic barometers you reach, but then your value also is a part of that. Like if you come into the league and you're an impact player from day one, that's really impressive. That doesn't happen a lot. I think age is really important too. When we're looking at this race specifically, Con Knipple is 20 years and 7 months old. Cooper Flagg is 19 years and 3 months old. Cooper Flagg is 16 months younger. So if we're going for most impressive rookie season, that does have to be acknowledged. Like the fact that Cooper Flagg reclassed, and really he was supposed to be coming into the draft this summer. He was basically just expected to be the point guard and lead ball handler for Dallas's offense from day one. On the season, he's averaging 66 touches a game, which is by far first on the Mavericks. That means a large chunk of his offense is coming in pick and roll and isolation type of plays where we got spread floor, we've got Cooper Flagg operating with the ball from a standstill, go beat your defender and create something for us. And he's doing that in an environment in Dallas that has basically no spacing. On the season, they're 28th in the league in both 3-point attempts and 3-point percentage. Since D'Lo's been off the team and out of the rotation, they basically have 2 shooters who you respect, and it's Max Christie and Klay Thompson. And it speaks to Flagg's ability to get it out of the mud, right? When you're thrown into the fire, when you have no space to operate, when you're forced to create everything for yourself with the ball, his ability to just like impose himself on games, especially some of these big games like that game against Wemby and the Spurs, his ability to impose himself on these big games is what you're looking for in a typical rookie of the year season.
And I think that we talk about the spacing with Dallas not being overly ideal. I think this is pretty interesting to look at, specifically like from an impact standpoint with Cooper Flagg on the floor for their offense. Okay, they're obviously not a good 3-point shooting team regardless. However, they shoot about 4% better on corner threes with Cooper Flagg on the floor. With Cooper Flagg on the floor, they're shooting 67% at the rim. With him off the floor, they're shooting 63.8% at the rim, which is 3% below league average to, slightly above league average. The fact that we're elevating the team and getting them just better shots. I mean, if you look at any of the statistical indicators or analytical indicators or whatever in terms of what gets good offense, the fact that with Cooper Flagg on the floor, they turn the ball over less. They're getting the better, the more valuable shots. With him also being, like you said, just the primary creator and with no space, I think that is super, super impressive.
Flagg has an absurdly advanced in-between game for a rookie. He's in the 95th percentile in mid-range volume. On the season, he's taking 9 shots per 75, and he's made over 43% of them, which doesn't sound amazing, but for a rookie, that's pretty remarkable. Like, he has the signal of a guy who's going to eventually be just a mid-range assassin, and you can kind of see the flashes of him just, like, figuring stuff out in real time. So, there was the one game against the Spurs early in the season. Actually, it was opening night against the Spurs when Wemby just looked like a demigod. And there were a few possessions throughout that game where Flagg hadn't quite yet figured out how to address the variable of Wemby in the paint. There were a few times where he stepped 1 foot inside the 3-point line and pulled a really long 2. There were a few times where he tried to get over him at the rim vertically or around him and just could not find the angle because Wemby's length is such a game breaker. The second time they faced, you saw a lot more sound in between game where he's using the floater to get the ball up over Wemby's outstretched arm. He's using short bump middies and short pull-ups, and he's like adjusting his arc on his shot. It's really impressive stuff from the mid-range. And that's kind of how he's been able to compensate for Dallas's lack of spacing. He's been able to access that mid-range area and get his game off that way as a downhill shot creator who's going to put pressure on the rim pretty consistently. Flagg is one of those guys who has a super strong signal of being turnover averse, right? He has a strong signal on his team's ability to take care of the ball. He creates a lot of offense, like I said, 66 touches a game. Doesn't really turn the ball over despite not having a lot of space to operate and pretty consistently taking extra dribbles through traffic. We've talked a lot about influence on the possession battle and how that matters. Flagg's ability to take care of the ball while handling it as much as he does, very, very good for his team's offense and, of course, setting their transition defense.